What is going on, everybody? So today I am back to talk about a TV series, and this is one I've never talked about on my channel before, but that I've really enjoyed over the past several years, and I believe this is supposed to be the final season of the show. Netflix has done this thing that they've been doing where they split it up into two parts, and so on the day it was released, I binged the first 5 episodes, and I thought that I would come on here and discuss my thoughts and opinions on it. And the show I'm going to be talking about today is particularly the fourth season, the first part of the fourth season. If you have not seen any of the previous seasons, I will have to discuss spoilers from the previous season. So if you haven't seen the show, go watch it and come back and watch my review afterwards. But I'm going to get into it right now. In You Season 4, now living in London, Joe, who is going under the alias Jonathan after murdering his wife Love, is now an English lit professor at a local university and is keeping a low profile. However, it's all threatened when old habits resurface after a night out with a group of wealthy socialites. At the end of season 3 of You, he's married to Love, who he ends up killing at the end of the season because he becomes infatuated with this young girl who works at the library. She ends up finding out that he's a lunatic. He kills his wife and flees the country to England to go hunt down this girl from the previous season. So we're introduced to him at the beginning of the season. He is trying to find her while he's working at this university. He's living at this apartment owned by this guy who he can't stand. He thinks he's super douchey. But one night he asks him to go to this party to meet this group of wealthy socialites. And they all have really ridiculous, overblown personalities, except for one guy who is an author who is also running for, I believe, mayor or something in the town that they live in. And the two of them seem to hit it off and connect because they have very similar perspectives of the world. But amidst being with this group, a murder occurs and Joe is brought into this crazy scenario of events that occurs amongst this wealthy group of people. And he gets this mysterious text message from a person saying that they know who he is, they know he's living under an alias. And so the first half of the season is following him interacting with this group of people while this series of murders is occurring. So I was really looking forward to watching this season, and I was very excited about it, and I think that it is fine. It's not the best season of the show. I feel like you can really tell that the showrunners were trying to find something to do with this season to make it interesting and to hold people's attention, but it really sort of gets wrapped up in this new group of people that are introduced to where I don't really care all that much about their characters. There's this new trope, I feel like, over the past several years in film, and I know it's existed before, but I feel like right now it's a very heavy-handed theme being explored of let's look at the rich and them being stupid and acting out because they think they're better than everyone else. And it's getting really tiresome at this point. I think between things like this, Bodies, 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 Triangle of Sadness, all of these movies that are attacking the upper class, which is fine. The upper class is awful. They're easy targets, but I feel like I'm just so oversaturated with that content that I'm just kind of over it at this point. All the characters in this are so annoying, and they're supposed to be annoying, but where in the previous seasons of Love, everything is about Penn Badgley's character, focusing on him and these really weird obsessions that he has with these people. And that's what is so fascinating, is kind of diving into the psyche of his character, seeing the types of things that he'll do to avoid certain circumstances. And this is getting into whodunit territory, which like the writers even kind of get at the whole concept of the whodunit and sort of poke fun at the idea of it, which is all fun and everything, but like it just doesn't feel like You at moments. It feels like an entirely different show trying to do something entirely different, and maybe that's because they did run out of ideas and they're just trying to bring something together to create a fourth season. And that's really disappointing because there are moments I really found myself invested and enjoying the material, but I do think this is some of the weakest material that the show has offered thus far, and I'll be interested to see where they take it, because they reveal the mystery at the end of the 5th episode, And I just don't know what they're going to do in the second half to keep it super engaging and suspenseful. And that's disappointing because it's a show I've really enjoyed. But I think if you are a fan of the show and you haven't watched it, I'll be interested to hear what you guys' opinions are of it. But I just found it okay. I'm not disappointed that I watched it. I think there's enough enjoyable moments to keep it entertaining. I just don't think it's anything special like the previous 3 seasons. So have you seen the new part 1 season of You? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I thought it was okay. I don't think it's anything spectacular, and I'll be interested to see how they end it. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.